Hi, my name is Sarah Sanchez. How are you doing? I am the founder of Regenerated, and today I want to talk about a key. I want to give you a key for transformation. So, many of us, including myself, are always looking for without even thinking about that we need change. We're always thinking about things that cause us or help us change. Is that correct? That is true. If you think about it, you will come up with the answer being yes, yes. We're always thinking of ways to change it. We're always looking on the exterior for that. And today, I want to give you a key for you to regenerate, because it's regeneration which happens, and for you to go through a regeneration process, I want to give you the key for that. And we are in times where we just want to change. We're trying to find ourselves. We want change and we want it now. Thank God that He is doing things at an accelerated rate. And it's awesome if you hang out with God, if you are part of God's family. It's awesome, I'm telling you right now. So I want to give you a key for transformation. And so I want to talk about that, because when you really get transformation, it's not okay. Today I'm feeling this. I went through this and I'm feeling so good, and then tomorrow I'm back to the same. No, when you receive transformation and you receive transformation from within, it's different. You walk, it's more permanent. You walk a different walk. It just feels, life feels different. It's just a different walk, and it's an amazing feeling. So I want to help you. I am here. I have a passion to help those who want that, to get there, to that point of transforming their lives. So I know that some are being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and this is it. This is it. Okay, your time is now. It's your time now for you to hear what I have to say. So the key to getting your life transformed is the key of an open heart. Did you hear that? The key of an open heart. So we want to identify what the key, we want to identify what an open heart and what a closed heart looks like. And so I have a scripture for you, and it's Matthew 18:3 from the Passion Translation. And I want to read it to you, and I want you to picture this that I'm saying, okay? Picture what I am saying. Then it says like this: learn this well, unless you dramatically change your way of thinking and become teachable and learn about heaven's kingdom with the wide-eyed wonder of a child. Did you hear that? You will never be able to enter it. So what this scripture speaks to me about is being humble. If you're picturing the scripture, what I just read, it's a picture of being humble, letting go of pride. See, can you picture that? Letting down your guard, bringing down walls of excuses, defense mechanisms, bringing those down to the ground. Yes? And so, like, for example, children are always receiving. They are always in open heart mode. They are always in receiving mode. They are always in change mode. They are always in a different mode, because there is no pride in them, right? So being in a childlike position is a position of an open heart. Okay, got that? So, in the past, before I was walking with God, I used to think I had so much wisdom, like I knew it all and there was nothing more for me to learn. Well, guess what? When I started walking with God, I realized that all of that, little by little, I began to see that all of that I thought was so valuable really had no value because when I started reading my Bible, I began to see a wisdom that was different. It was a different kind of wisdom, a godly wisdom that was higher at another level than that all that wisdom that through the years I have had, it was in here in my pocket. Well, guess what? It was not. That wisdom was nothing compared to the wisdom from God, the wisdom that I learned in the Bible. So and I'm saying this not being religious. I'm saying this because it's true, and it has nothing to do with religiosity. Okay, so not being teachable is the picture of a closed heart. So if you're not teachable, that's the picture of a closed heart. Someone perhaps wants to show you the way out and you are not willing, and that's a picture of a closed heart. So for example, I can say I've had people that have been closed, just completely closed. And one way that I know that they are completely closed is because it was when they're like this. Their heart is even blocked. They're closed. They are closed. There's a wall. And if that's you right now, it would be so good for you to begin to bring your guard down. Bring your guard down. If you want change, this is how it's going to happen. Change will come as a result of you opening your heart, as you let your guard down, as you set pride aside, as you become teachable and not pretend like we know everything. I would pretend like not pretend. I thought that I knew everything, and I didn't know everything. We don't always know everything. So become teachable and childlike. Position yourself there, and that's a position of an open heart, and you will gain so much from that. Okay, so and let me take you to this other scripture of the New Living Translation, and it's 1 Samuel 15:23. Okay, pay close attention because this is even convicting. Okay, so it says that stubbornness is as bad as worshiping idols. So let me explain that a little bit. When you are stubborn, you're set on your own ways, your own ideas, and your own wisdom. And it's a perfect picture of a closed heart when you're being stubborn. So when you're stubborn, it means stubborn on what you think it is, then you are idolizing your own thoughts, because then no one else's thoughts or no one else's opinion, not even God's opinion, or no one it has any value except yours. So that means that you idolize your own thoughts. It's only what you say and nothing else. And and that's not a good thing. And that's a sign of you idolizing your own thoughts is a sign of a closed heart. Okay, you're not open to receiving, and we can't work out our own things on our own. We need people. We need family, community. We need people to come alongside of us, and that's always a good thing. People who are mature, who are willing to help, who are experienced, godly people. Okay, and I'm just gonna say this: in order for there to be radical change, that's change from within. Okay, like I said, true change comes from within. It comes from within. It's not exterior, it's within. And when you get true change inside, it can be seen on the outside. It manifests, and people can see it, and people will notice it. They will even change because you change. And not only that, let me say this: when you change, and people will want they will want that, because everyone is looking for change. Even those that don't look like they're looking for change, they are looking for change, and it's on the inside. Okay, so like I said, how do we open our hearts? Positioning ourselves like that childlike position. That's where change, and it's visible, and accepting and recognizing that you need change, accepting, okay, accepting, because keeping things to yourself and your life and everything, sweeping everything under the carpet, is not beneficial. It's just like a bomb waiting to explode. Things only get worse when you're constantly sweeping them under the rug, and because you don't want to say anything, you don't want to tell anybody, you don't want to open your heart. And it's like when you put water in a balloon, and you have this water balloon that's being filled with water, and it continues to be filled and filled and filled and filled, and guess what? There's a moment where it's going to explode, and it's going to be a disaster. You don't want to get there, because eventually it takes you from one thing to another, and we don't want to get there. So also seeking help from someone who is experienced in healing of the soul, okay? Healing of the soul, a mentor, someone who will help you, someone who cares, someone who really cares for you, someone who loves you, someone you can trust, okay? I want to say this. Sometimes we don't want to do this, or sometimes we are hurt and we don't know it, and it's because of denial. Now, before you start thinking anything negative about denial, there's something good about denial, okay? Maybe you never heard this, but when we are hurt, when we go through traumatic experiences or are hurt badly, and we don't know what to do with those things that happen to us in our life, we go into denial. Denial kicks in, and it kicks in to protect us from going crazy or something. Okay, so denial is a form of protection. It protects us, and until that moment when we are ready to deal with our things, with our stuff in here, then God is so good that He is so good that when He knows that we're ready, He reminds us of those things to heal us. He reminds us not so that we can go through more, to continue to go through pain, but for us to be healed. What He reveals, He heals. Got that? That is so good. He is so faithful. So, okay, I'm just looking at my notes, and next, vulnerability. Okay, this is where your guard really needs to be brought down. You really need to let your guard down for your own good and be vulnerable. Okay, of course, like I said, with a safe person. Next, sincerity. There needs to be a sincere heart. Like everything needs to be put out on the table. And next is be transparent. These are very important for there to be transformation, with you opening your heart. Not just open your heart, but for you to have transparency, because there are things in our lives that wound us, and perhaps you don't know how these things work, but a person who is experienced does know, and they are there for that, including myself. Sometimes we don't know why we act the way we act, or the reason we do the things we do, or etc., or why we are in so much pain, or why we are always feeling bad, or why. But there's always a root, and it's good to take it to someone who is mature and willing to help you, who understands the soul, who understands soul healing. All right? And lastly, activate your God-given will. Okay, God gave us a will, and in order for you to activate, you must make a choice. All right? And when you make a choice, which is your free will, Your free will is, when you make a choice, you become a candidate for destiny. But and let me say this: when you make a choice using your free will, then you become a candidate for destiny. But when you don't make any choices, then what you get is fate. Okay, got that? I hope I explained it well. And so an open heart will lead you to a transformed life, and it may not be overnight. It took me a few years, and I'm still a work in progress. Everyone is a work in progress all the way up to the day they die. Okay, so everyone is a work in progress. I want you to know. And but the important thing is to start. Okay, to start and to feel better. Open your heart, be childlike, and allow God to heal your heart, that you could walk a different walk, that you could walk a transformed life. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you need to reach out to me, you can find me on Facebook at Regenerated. You can find me on Instagram at Regenerated Now. You can find me on YouTube at Regenerated, and you can email me at regeneratednow@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.